everyone, so good to have you tuning in on The Real every week with me. This is your girl Linda. This week I'm spicing up things a bit and I'm going to be talking about a Netflix movie called Bartkowiak. I'm not sure I got that right, but I'm sorry. Sounds like a Russian movie on Netflix, not in the cinema, so get this clear. It was a Netflix movie. It was in the Russian language, but if you can find the one that's transcribed or translated in English, that will save yourself the headache of reading. So I did watch it in English and it was easy to really understand. Make sure you stay with me this week while I talk about the Netflix movie called Bartowiak.
Good, relax, you got this. Victor's dead. You're drinking again.
You ran away.
Hey, so good to have you back with me. So I said earlier that I was going to be talking about a Russian Netflix movie called Bartowiak. It was a very simple movie, action movie, really nice. I love the way they started the movie, so make sure you start from the very beginning till the very end, or else you might not really understand it totally and get to cross the knot. The movie was produced and directed by Daniel Markowicz. I think I got that right, I'm not sure, but of course you know how this Russian names sound. So we had the brother, his senior brother was Raphael, and his younger brother Joseph, and his elder brother. So Joseph was a boxer. He was a professional boxer, and then he had this fight one day with a guy and something happened. So you need to really pay attention to details to see what happened. He was kind of framed that he was on drugs, which he wasn't, and that was how his career ended. So he decided to work with his brother in the club, going there, protecting his brother and his business. Along the line, his brother comes back and says he would like him to go back into boxing. He wasn't sure he was cut out for that. A few minutes later, he gets a call and his brother is dead. Now, leaves him as the only son of his mom. His mom was devastated, but deep down, she had to tell him, your brother wanted to run this club. Would you be able to run it before you leave the city? So he decided to, run the club. As things went, as time, passed on, they had some very wealthy guys who wanted to buy up all the shops and stores in a particular area to build a very massive office center. They started threatening people and making sure that people sold their shop under duress even if they didn't want to, until they got to Joseph, and he was like, I'm not going to sell this club because my brother wanted me to run it and I'm doing this for my dead brother. This was when the movie started. So I'm gonna take a pause from here. I would like you to go watch to see how everything unfolded. He had to fight with these bad guys to make sure that he stood for what was right, stood for his brother, and the other people that didn't want to sell. It was action, bumper to bumper, from that point to the very end. So pay attention to details. If you do pay attention, you begin to understand what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end, and begin to cross everything together, who the bad guys really were, so you just understand how everything is infused. It was really nice. What do I like? I like the action, looked really good, real. I loved this costumes and everything was just simple. Cinematography was good, and they made everything look real, so it was kind of interesting. And then I love the storyline where I wasn't so sure who the bad guy really was and what to expect. It was okay. So to my verdict, I'll just say a 7. If you do like action movies, you like boxing movies, you like a nice twist and storyline, you might want to check this out. For some people, they felt it was just basic, but I liked the story and I liked the action, so just me being nice to the movie. Anyway, as always, I will play that you do follow us across our social media handle at MyMovieViewerNG. Make sure you leave us a comment to tell us what you think. It's a Netflix movie, so you can actually check it out and tell me if you do agree with me, if I overscored or underscored. Trust me, I just felt good with the movie. Till I come your way again, remain your noble host Linda on The Real. Thanks for always tuning in. Bye for now.
Tomek, just remember that this is your home.
Some of the shops in the area are closing. You're selling? And the ones that are left are clearly afraid of something.
To bring out a shrub's natural beauty, one has to trim the parts that limit its development. Your friend doesn't want to sell. Let's start by talking to him. I suppose after that we could move from words to deeds.
I want you to help me find out if my brother was murdered.
You can count me in.
I'm with you.
Pavel, we might be killed.
We're coming with you. I know someone told you to wreck this place. It's not worth it.
It's nothing personal, but this will be personal.